the Jets, Jets.
Oh,
The New York Jets, man, they had themselves one interesting couple of years. Aaron Rodgers is officially out of the New York Jets. In steps Justin Fields, man, and the New York Jets had this week had an interesting week, man. They re-signed Sauce Gardner, they re-signed Garrett Wilson. They got their two studs locked up for a lot of money and a lot of time.
I feel bad for both of them. Ugh, gosh.
So I take it you're a little bit down on the Jets.
It's the Jets. Like, even with Aaron Rodgers, it was like, I mean, like, when he went down, it's just like, it's like, oh, no, this is the reason why they're the Jets. So oh, gosh, Sauce Gardner's such a great talent. Why can't he just be somewhere else? Not even in Tampa. Just go somewhere where your team's not going to be complete trash. Ugh.
In the words of Big Daddy, it's the GD Jets. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, man. Anyways, yeah. So we had. I don't know, man. I think the Jets are going to be better this year. I think that they have a lot of interesting moves that they made. I think Justin Fields, he did play college with Garrett Wilson, so I think they already have that little bit of chemistry. I think Justin Fields is. If you watched him last year, whenever he was playing with Pittsburgh, he didn't look that bad. He was actually had a winning record. They just made the move over to. Russell Wilson. That was still kind of puzzling. Russell Wilson came out and played pretty decent, and it kind of fell off at the end. But I think Justin Fields is actually a legitimately pretty decent quarterback. I think he's well enough to win some games for you. He brings an interesting dynamic. He actually has the mobility that he brings to the game is bar none. And I think he actually has a decent arm. I think that he's just been constantly in an interesting situation. Going back to Chicago, man, if Justin Fields was still in Chicago and the offensive line they have now, I think Justin Fields would look like a completely different player. He's been around bad coaching as well. I don't think Eberflus was a good coach for him. Even I forgot who their offensive coordinator was for him back in Chicago, but I don't think that it worked out for him. So I think that first round talent is still there for Justin Fields. I just think that he needs to be in the right system to be able to showcase his talent. And I think that the Jets is actually going to be a pretty good fit for Justin Fields. Having a number one receiver in Garrett Wilson, I think is a great thing. I really like it. I think they need to improve in their wide receiver core and getting another wide receiver for sure. I do like they picked up, what's his name? Was it Mason Taylor, the tight end? That's Mason Taylor's son. Yep. I think he's going to be a pretty good addition and be a pretty good factor for Justin Fields. I'm not ready to say the Jets are going to be a Super Bowl contender, but I do think that they are going to be improved in the aspect of Aaron Glenn coming in there is going to a no-nonsense coach. He played for the Jets. He understands the Jets. So I do like the coaching move they've made there. I just feel like that it's going to be a better season, more competitive for the Jets and less turmoil. The Rodgers thing never really worked out at all for them, really. You never know what could have happened if you never got the Achilles injury. Whenever it happened, he went like 4 plays into the game. So that would have been interesting to see how it actually would have worked out. But having said that, I just think that the Jets need a reset button, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, I mean, I do like the fit with Fields, with Garrett Wilson, like you were saying. I think that combination is going to be good. I think that, Justin Fields, I think will take some steps forward as a passer this year, especially if they can find another wide receiver, especially over the next few seasons with the Jets. I do like Glenn as well, like you were alluding to. He's got that familiarity with the franchise. I think the fans will definitely appreciate that and love that. I don't see them improving on their record last year, not because there's anything wrong with Justin Fields, not because there's anything wrong with Aaron Glenn, but I think more of just because I think that they've just, as a franchise, I think that they're still going to grow. They're going to go through some growing pains. And I think that just the other teams in this division are going to continue to take steps forward. Well, maybe they just take a step back, not necessarily do their own fault just because the way the other teams are constructed right now. I think we won't see the Jets really reach their full potential until probably 2-3 seasons from now. Just my thoughts on that. I think that it's a step back for them, but not in a bad way.
Yeah, I could buy that. I think they're heading in the right direction, though. I think that the coaching moves they made. I feel like I kind of feel bad for Robert Saleh. I don't think that he was a bad coach. I just think that everything, the turmoil around Rodgers being there, I just think they, like I was saying before, I think they just needed a gigantic regular Nintendo reset and start back over, and that's exactly what I think they did. So I think the Jets here, I agree with you on that one. I think that they're still are a little bit of ways away, but I think that they're going in the right direction now. It feels like they have an identity with Aaron Glenn being the new head coach and going back to almost like that smash mouth football. And he was a big defensive guy and he understands what that Jets defense can be and should be.
you've got one of the better defensive backs of his era being paired with one of the greatest defensive backs of his era too. So like I think it's a good. I think Sauce will probably benefit the most from this,
Mhm.
and whether I think it will be interesting to see at the end of his contract, where he's going to be at in the league. He's probably going to be. I could see him being the best cornerback in the league by far, if not already, and just to see where he's at the end of the contract, and if this team is able to take those steps, he might be a Jet for life, and if they don't, you're probably going to lose another Darrelle Revis type of ball player in free agency, which would be very unfortunate for this franchise.
Yeah, I agree.
Clock's
I agree,
ticking.
man.